Okay, so the last bit is going to use another one of these D's, and it's going to be a D sum that we're going to use for this one. So last text box in. And this is, may as well rename this already, total sales, or total sales value. Back into the control source, back into the expression builder. Click on the functions, built-in functions. This time you want to find a D sum in there. The expression of the D sum into your table. Selling price from your art table. Speech marks around your expression. So this is the final one where we do the total value of the sales. So it's a new text box, goes in, and then on the new text box, back into the expression builder on the control source, built-in functions, and you want to find D sum. Yep. And then table art exclamation mark selling price is your expression. This will look very familiar, this expression. The domain is just the art table, so you can put in whatever, delete the last bit of it. So you've only got the square brackets around the table name. And then in the criteria field, we start off artist ID equals, get your artist surname field. And then because we want the total value of only the sold pieces of art, it's an and. The status field from the art table equals sold in the individual quotation marks. And then make sure you've got speech marks around the entire criteria. It's all right, I'll move it in a sec once I stop flicking things around. Okay, so we're doing the sum of the art selling price from the art table based on a selection from the artist's surname and the status of the art as being sold. Is this the total amount of money they've made from this? Yes. This is the total amount of money that they've made from sales. So if we click OK on that, and I'll put that back up in a sec. Let's just make sure it works. That will give me the total sales value of money that they have made. So we go back into if I go back into design view now, we know that works. Tidying up stuff, disable the field, and what you can actually do is select those last three because they are currency, as I just heard someone correctly identify. Go to the format and select currency from the format option in the format tab. And that will display that probably with the pound symbol.
Miss, I've got a question though.
Yeah.
How does this computer know is pound sign and you click currency?
Default setting is to English UK.
Interesting, interesting.
Aside from that, I haven't got a clue.
Should we no enable the rest of the 7 person?
Yeah, disable. So anything that the user is not going to control, disable it. So that will get you pretty much all of the marks. Now, you will notice that we haven't done anything with the rating field for this. It literally does nothing at the minute. What we can do is we can slightly more complicate our expressions by putting in another and condition into the final condition part of our D whatevers. So if you want it to work using the artist's rating as well, artist ID equals artist surname, and the artist table artist rating equals, and then you give it the value of the drop down box in your form. Then if you've got to do it based on something that's sold, you put a third and you put in the sold bit. So the only difference between using the first combo box for the surname and using two combo boxes is specifying and then telling it to check the artist table for the artist rating to see if it matches the artist rating combo box in your form. You will also, if you wanted to add that in, need to add a requery macro onto the artist rating box. So I'll do this on one form. So just to show you that this does work and it will make a difference. So if I click on the rating drop down, first thing I want to do is go into the after update event, open up the macro builder, and all I wanted to add into this, when I can find it, is a requery macro. Save it and close it. So that will now rerun any queries that's calling on it when it's selected. And let's add it into the total number of pieces of art, because why not? So into this one, because it doesn't have any additional criteria, I'm going to put in here and now this time I want to get the artist rating from the artist table, and I want to check, crying out loud, that the artist rating is equal to, go to my sales analysis form, realize that I have not renamed my box. So let's just select that box, go to, I have renamed it, it says artist rating. I'm just blind, okay. Alternatively, I am actually just blind and can't see artist rating, which is right at the top of the form. So artist rating in there, and we'll just delete that bit of expression there. Okay, so you can see what I've added. I've added and table artist rating equals artist rating from my form. If I click OK to that, and let's just make sure that works. And that's not going to work. That's going to give me an error. Why are you giving me an error? And why are you flickering? Okay. Well, have I missed from that? Let's have a look at the here's one I made earlier. Yeah. Okay. What have I done? And table artist rating. Give me that. Equals artist rating. View. Okay. Let's just